Hey guys, Benjamin from Joys of Pickleball. Today we're gonna do a Hesacore grip install. We've done one of these before, but we've learned a few tricks since then. This makes it super easy. Once you see how it's done, you should be able to slap one of these on in like 5 minutes. Okay, so first step, you're gonna wanna take off the factory overgrip. Okay, now that we have the factory overgrip off, we're gonna take the Hesacore grip out of the box. So here's the first trick. This makes it so much easier. Take your grip, run a little bit of warm to medium hot water in the sink. We're gonna go toss it in there and let it sit for a few minutes while we get the rest of the paddle ready, okay? All right, while the Hesacore grip is soaking in the warm water in the sink, I'm gonna just put a little bit of cooking spray on the handle here. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna help lubricate the grip when it's coming on. And then we're just gonna grab a little paper towel and wipe off the excess. You don't wanna have it too oily. Just a little bit on there just to add a little bit of lubrication, okay? Here. While we're letting that soak in, we're gonna go ahead and get our tabs ready. These come with 4 tabs and they tell you to put one in each corner. And you can do it that way, it's just really difficult. You'll watch people making these how-to videos and struggling to get them on. I use 2 tabs. What you wanna do before you slide the grip on or use the tabs is feel the edges and make sure they're not too sharp. I've gotten some where they're a little bit like serrated almost and they can cut the grip. But these ones feel really clean. Looks like they've cleaned up that problem. And so now we're gonna go get the grip out of the water and get ready to slide it on. All right guys, so now we've got our grip fresh out of the water. And the trick here is you wanna identify the flat side, okay? It's gonna have these logos here, and those go on the flat sides of the paddle. And that's where I like to put my tabs as well, because if you pull the tabs all the way up and put them on the side, they're hard to get out. Whereas if they're on the flat side, they're really easy to get out. So that's what I do. These down so they don't slide in there. Okay, so now I have them on the flat side. I have them folded down. Now I'm gonna grab a pillow, and this helps me grip onto it. And a lot of people will show you doing it this way, gripping it between your legs. It's gonna wobble all over the place. It's much easier if you just get a pillow and go this way, okay? So here, the idea is I keep the flat sides on the flat sides, and then I just pull the top on. See how easy this is to get on? It's ridiculously easy. Now that since it's warm and I've got that little bit of lubrication on there, boom. No video I've seen has put one on that easily. There's a lot of huffing and puffing and grunting. Okay, so the next tip you wanna do, pull these out straight. Do not pull up on them. You can tear the thing, so just pull straight out. And because you lubricated it, super easy, right? And while this still was warm, you wanna work it up the paddle to where you want it. And then what I like to do is I'll take a little bit of super glue and just run it a little bit under this end, and then I'll pull the grip back up over the top. And that makes it super flush with the end. You don't need much glue, just a little bit. And so these things are pretty pliable. You can stretch them pretty far. But if you don't glue this part down, it's gonna eventually slide down and you end up with a gap there, and that's no bueno. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack this sucker down. You don't wanna overdo it on the glue, just a little bit. And that gives you that pro install look. If you do this, it's gonna look like it came that way from the factory. So the keys are, 1, lubricate the handle with cooking spray. 2, soak the grip in warm to like hot tub temperature water and for a few minutes, and that makes it super pliable. Trick 3, only use 2 tabs on the flat side of the paddle, not 4, because each one of those tabs takes up a little bit of room, making, you know, if you had 4 hands, I guess it would be easy, but you only have 2. Just the 2 tabs. As you saw, I slid that on like it was nothing. okay? And this thing is locked and loaded, ready to go. And then you can stretch it, once the glue's dried, you can stretch it up the throat of the paddle. This is not an elongated model, even though this paddle's elongated. You can get it to where it covers enough of the paddle, and then you just cover the rest with Overgrip. But anyway, that's a Hesacore install with a little Overgrip. Super easy to do, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like it and you want to help support our efforts over here, if you go to Hesacore's website and use JOP10 at checkout, you can save 10% off of any of their grips. And we'll catch you guys on the courts.